Hey folks, Twisha Christian here. Today, I just want to bring you guys a quick update and just what is really going on in this country. I pulled up the Drudge Report, and the first thing that I see is gas hits at $7.59 in California town. And I see up here, Biden tackling supply chain crisis with few tools, clock ticking. Backlog of cargo ships at Southern California ports all-time high. National Guard deployed. Grocery prices at tipping point. Now, folks, I've been saying for a long time about especially the grocery stores because I see it on an everyday basis. And we just had another major price increase. We got sporadic shortages on different items. Meat is very expensive. And so I'm telling you guys to prepare, and if you can. Now, for everybody, it's different. Some people live in an apartment. You can't really stock up on a lot of different things. If your energy goes out, you may not have a fireplace in your apartment. What are you going to do if you live in an apartment and the power goes out? And there's an energy crisis, folks, going on all around the world. I have this article up here from Bloomberg. Europe's energy crisis is coming for the rest of the world, too. Millions of people around the globe will feel the impact of soaring natural gas prices this winter. So, folks, be prepared. I guess for some people who, depending on where they live and how they live, whether you live in an apartment or you live in a house, there are things that you're going to have to do to reduce the cost of your energy. And there are things that you're going to have to do just in case that the power goes out or they have rolling blackouts in the middle of the winter. Folks, this is happening. If you live in California, you know what rolling blackouts are. But this crisis, you just go to the news and type in energy crisis. You're going to see all these different countries going through these different energy crises. I didn't mention this in the Bitcoin flash crash video, but because of energy consumption and cryptocurrency mining, we could see regulations with that come out too that could have an effect on the cryptocurrency market. But folks, food, gas, energy, and how are you positioned? Right now they're talking about this trains stopping. There's going to be some things that could impact your life. Everybody's situation is different. When I told people before to be prepared, and I've even got some nasty comments about it, and then guess what happened in Texas? Right, they got hit with a winter storm. And people lost power. They didn't have access to food. You don't want to be one of those people stuck in the food line. And I also told you this, to buy what's on sale, because regardless of what's on the shelves, companies always are going to advertise to try to bring you in. Look at your meat. Do you have a deep freezer? If you can't afford a deep freezer, what's the most important thing that you have in your freezer that you can freeze? And what would you do in a situation if the power goes out, right? Folks, we don't know how long all these events are going to take place. We wait prophetically for the return of certain people in the United States and in Israel. But what are we going to have to go through to get to that point? And I keep telling folks, crime is going up dramatically. All these police officers are resigning all over the country. All right, in Chicago, you just look at all these different areas in crime. People are just doing whatever they want to do. And I can almost guarantee that they're going to have to call the National Guard in a lot of these different places to calm this country down. Any truth to the prophecies concerning the return of DJT? Do you know what the Democrats and what the rhinos and what the evil ones will try to do to this country? So, folks, are you ready? Are you ready for all this? Are you ready to receive your blessing? And that blessing, are you ready to go through when things seem at their worst? I just want you guys to be prepared in any way that you can. And, don't go out and just, if you can afford to, without having to worry about whether things are on sale, if you can afford to do it, that's fine. But if you are limited in your funds, you need to be careful of how you shop, what you have in your refrigerator, what you have in your dry storage. Do you have firewood for your fireplace? If you don't have a fireplace, do you have extra blankets? How would you keep warm if the power was to go out? It's one reason why I want to live in an area that's warm all year round, because I can be hot all day. I'll be fine at 114 degrees in Arizona, but I'm not going to be fine at negative 15 in Illinois. So I got some prophecies I do want to go over with you guys, and they're very, very interesting. They add some more element and some more, just it's very intriguing. And as far as the future and investments and even things about Israel and just actually some other scary things too as well. And I think you're going to find out, folks, that these guys, and most of you already know, they're intentionally bringing this country down. They think they can turn it into some type of socialist communist country, and it doesn't work, folks. It never worked. So I just can't understand how our country, especially here in the United States, how we've allowed all this to happen. These big social media companies influencing and banning and restricting, and they don't want to. They're not telling you the truth. The news media is not telling you the truth. So anyways, folks, I just wanted to bring this to you. I want you guys to be prepared. I want you guys to be ready in whichever situation that you're in. And if you don't have any money in these situations, folks, you guys need to pray and pray and pray that you put yourself in a position to where you have what you need to get through if something was to happen. If your power was to go out, what is your alternatives? What is your plan? Can you leave? Can you leave your place and go somewhere and be able to go somewhere else? If you were hit by a really bad storm, and you might not even be able to go anywhere. Your car might be damaged, or the roads are either flooded or they're snowed over. So there's a lot of different scenarios that you have to think about in order to make sure that you are able to be prepared. So anyways, folks, I thank you guys for listening. If you guys would like to support this channel, the links are down below in the description. And also, too, if you did not get a chance to donate to my son-in-law's funeral expenses, that link is also down there below. So please be prayerful, stay safe, God bless. With that being said, Twisted Christian out.